Tiff, Punisher, trap mode activated. All the CPS rappers at me.
Hit the gas low, feel the rumble.
Tiff on the block, shadow creeping deep. Punisher lurking, no time for sleep. CPS snakes stealing in the night. Family broken, but weeknight to fight. Apos and secrets with ice in our vein. YouTube dropping bomb, breaking chains. Giving more pressure, we won't fall here. Just a rum to make them disappear.
Tiff and the Punisher hit the fighting for freedom, they can't hold us back. About the CBA, catch it again. Exploding the truth in the trap of a time. Pump it up, pump it up. Pump it up, pump it up. Punisher roll D till never crack. Hit the gas. Justice in the trash.
Punisher and beast mode, Tiff calling shots. Hitting off hard, connecting the dots. Kid trapped in system, parents in despair. But we're the underground, breathing rare air. Perk loading up like clips in the mag. Abolishing evil, wave the black flag. Slow down the vibe, but the fire stay lit. Victory creeping, feel the trap hit.
Tiff and the Punisher hit the fighting for freedom, they can't hold us back. About the CBA, justice gang. Exploding the truth in the trap of a time. Pump it up, gas. Pump it up. Punisher rolls, D-tip never cracks. Hit the gas. Justice in the trash. Deep and dark, no escape right here. Tipping phones to the street, Punisher bring the fear. Family rising, system crumbling down. Trap justice burning, claim the crime. Pump it up, hold up, hit it. Pump it up, hold up, hit it. Pump it up, hold up, hit it. Pump it up, gas. Tiff and the Punisher hit it. Fighting for freedom, they can't hold us back. About the CPA, justice gang. Exploding the truth in the trap of attack. Pump it up, gas. Pump it up, Punisher roll, D-tip never cracks. Hit the gas. Justice in the trash.
Tiff and the Punisher, they won't back down. Fight for the children in every town.
They are taking our kids every day. I try to meet and no one has a thing to say for those who have been isolated. Don't be worried, you have a voice today. So listen up everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallet. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to ring. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. CPS, you need to leave. I know the tricks up your sleeves. You can't do what what you're trying to do. We have done our thing without a warrant. You number, we'll steal our kids this way. Tiff and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She is tired of our kids being taken, god damn it. She's been fighting CPS for years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher is screaming out loud, abolish CPS and tear it down. I want all our kids to come back. Look at all those kids, pictures held up like thin tags. Together we are stronger than we need. We will tear down CPS with high speed. We will do so much being together. Birds of a feather flock together. So I'm picking you one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. So give us back the kids you have taken. Tiff and the Punisher sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows, and the only games you play are on Nintendos. Corruption in courts, here we come, we won't stun. You judges need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher warrior, and we cry out to all of you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. All children are being stolen away too often. So CPS plan on doing the stopping. Stopping.
Well, we made it. Turn your mic on.
Hey, Tiff.
Hey.
I just did turn it on. Now it's off. It's on. You should be able to hear me, right? You can hear me?
Yeah, it's on now.
Yeah. Use your words. Okay, good. Hey, do you remember that time you won the President's Award from the NAACP?
Yeah, I gotta go grab it.
Yeah, let's see it. I want everybody to see this thing.
Hold on.
All right. She won the NAACP President's Award, people. That is like one of the most prestigious awards that you could possibly win in that organization. It actually means fear Tiff now, because like the NAACP isn't a group that's scary enough, but now Tiff's involved with it.
So look, I thought
That
it was
baby up there.
I thought it was cookies or a cake, right? Because this is the box.
Oh yeah.
Right. So here it is.
Oh, look at that. Oh wow. We need to get you a light to go underneath it so it shines up through it so you can really see it. Because it's hard to see. Oh yeah, you can really see it. I wish we could.
Crap.
No, when you just held it back a little bit, you could really see it. Oh, there you go. Push it to the other side of you. Other way. Hold it. There you go. Now you can kind of see it.
Well, hold on.
But the thing's pretty damn long. Yeah, see, like that. Flip it around. Other side. Red side.
Oh.
Fork. There you go. Yeah, now we can see it better.
There it is.
There you go. Yep, there it is. There it is. There it is. The President's Award to Miss Tiffany Wise for 2025. Tiff, you realize what that means, right?
What?
You know, like who won that award? Like Martin Luther King and I think Malcolm X did.
Oh my.
And yeah, like there's like a long line of prestigious. It seems like it was men, but it seems like now you are now along the likings of that. I'm pulling it up right now.
It actually came with this little rag too, and it's so neat because everybody's
Not a rag, Tiff. It's a polisher. Get it right. It's classy.
because everybody's fingerprints are all over it.
Yeah, they shouldn't even be touching that thing. Hell no. No, we don't let nobody touches that at all, ever.
Yeah.
Or if they do, it's $5.
Yeah. So
You know?
that
I wonder when you're going on tour.
if I go on tour, you're going on tour. What are you talking about?
Yeah, all right, you're right. When are we going on tour?
I don't know. We got to get this 50 whatever C thing, whatever going.
Yeah, well, it's going. We're just, that's it. Right. We're worried about, look, this is the most prestigious award that the NAACP, Dave Chappelle was named as the President's Award winner one year.
Oh wow.
He was on it this year too. So you and Dave Chappelle are sharing the award. That's awesome.
Well, he's more famous than me.
Obviously not. Yeah. That's pretty damn cool, Tiff.
No, thank you. It's very humbling.
Yeah. Yeah. And he accepted his on the at the Image Award. So that's where he got his. So you and Dave Chappelle are on a list together.
Aw, that's so sweet.
That's so nifty. Yeah. I mean, when does the dinner and everything? Because we got to get going to that. Yeah. We're with Tiff. We're with her over there. Yeah, that's right.
Just let them all in there with me.
Yeah, that's right. We're all in here with Tiff. She's there like, one gift. You want chicken or fish? No, we're going to get the prime rib. Sorry, she's a president deal. I know
You
what this
broke up.
function
What
hall's
did you
carrying.
say?
I said, I'm not going to settle for the chicken or fish either. I want the prime rib. Because we're with the
You can
president.
have it.
President. Yeah, we're with the President Award winner here. We're not just some sort of nobodies. We're with Tiff. So, yeah.
So I was
that's just
asked
really
if I
cool.
was asked if I was coming down to the courthouse on Monday for the, well, we're not going to do the walk because it's going to be too cold. And I was like, yeah, why? They're like, oh, we were just checking. So I don't know what's going to happen on Monday when I show up at the courthouse for this MLK thing.
Well, Jesus almighty, you know. Well, one thing we know is he had a dream,
Yeah.
you know, so that will happen.
So I don't know. Maybe they want me to talk. I don't know. I'm just going.
Gosh, are you going to be on the short circuit? You doing some sort of talking circuit now?
I don't know. I don't know why they want me to come down there. They were like, bring the kids.
Oh,
There's going to be donuts and snacks.
Oh yeah, see, donuts, getting the little kids fat in America. Good job. We're gonna get you on your book tour soon. We got the rise of the wise is the name of her book coming out. You guys be able to get that in the paperback version. So you guys keep an eye out for that. That'll be out here next very soon.
Yeah. Darren's writing it.
Yeah. I sure am. So that'll never get done.
Oh, you are so
I think
funny.
that would be a great idea. Rise of the Wise. Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
As long as
I
Tiff
like
and the
that.
Punisher are on there, I'm good with that.
Yeah, I'll be on the back page. That's the Rosie Park section. Boy, how things have changed in 50 years, huh? Who would ever thought that the white man with a goatee would be in the back of the book?
You said that, not me.
I know. Well, I mean, it only seems right, I guess, to give it with the NAACP award winner on the front page.
Yeah, but I couldn't have done all this without the help of everybody around me. That includes everybody on here and you.
And me, thanks.
Will
And
you
you,
stop?
Darren, and you. Thanks for noticing. No, that's cool. Now you need to turn that thing into some power. You need to start going to the Senate. You need to put a little chain on that thing, wear it around your neck. You need to
Oh
go
my
into the Senate
God.
building. Hell yeah, why wouldn't you?
That thing is heavy.
Yeah,
I'll be
well, you
walking
know
around
what?
like
So is
this.
the burden. So is the burden you have on your shoulders now that you're a President's Award winner. So,
Well,
you
I
got to
can
get
lift that.
snapping. I know. Well, get out there, wear that thing in, go to some Senate meetings. Tiff, you're like Washington. You can see Washington from your kitchen window. Like, how are you not? You should be there every day with that award on. Then the
Mm.
rest of the country could see you because it'd be gleaming light, from Washington D.C. Everybody could see you from there. Uh, so, oh my! Now she's gonna choke, and this will be it. That'll be the last things, or last word's gonna be a cough.
Oh, whatever. I'm
Oh
good.
my! So, what's going on in the world of CPS here? Anything good?
Well, I have heard that there's a lot of legislation coming in Virginia. Um, Plus, we're about to get a whole new administration.
Yeah, that ought to be another 9 months from now.
Well, yeah.
Shit, people have a new family by the time you get a new administration.
Well, I want to say they go in on Friday or Saturday this week. But they
Okay.
are very targeted towards families and keeping the family
Uh-huh.
together now. So
Who told you
we'll
that?
see. Well, I've read the bills.
Right.
Um,
I bet they're locking the doors.
and most of the bills that are being carried are by Democrats, and we're about to turn
Yeah.
blue. So
In
they're
the
going to pretty much,
face.
yeah, they're pretty much going to get everything they want because the Democrats hold the party here. The one of the good things, I don't like all the bills because it really doesn't address all the issues. Um, for me, I think the best part of the one bill is if you call the hotline, it goes to Virginia, the head of Virginia, and they decide if the call should be investigated and what locality that it's
Right.
in.
Yeah.
So hopefully that takes out a lot of the frivolous calls, the calls because the baby mama's mad or the baby daddy's mad. That should eliminate a lot of that. But we'll
Right.
see. Like I said, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. People need to start sucking it up and start owning their, like their own problem. Like if you are pissed off at, your friend Yolanda over there, don't go calling CPS because you're mad at them because,
Yeah.
they took your last Twix or something. You know what I mean? So you're going to call CPS and you're going to ruin someone else's life. That's not cool. That's disgusting. If you're going to call, which I don't support anybody at this juncture in my life with doing anything with CPS at all, other than maybe not helping them up if you see them fall down in front of you. I think that would be the only thing that you should be involved with CPS with, and that's not doing enough not to. But I'm just saying. Hold on, kitty. Do you hear her up there rattling the wall? Do you hear it? That's my cat up there mad that I won't pick her up and get her down here. Um, that's her. That's what she does. Come on. Whoa, kitty. Hey, baby. Hey, come on.
Did she just fall?
No, Bree went up there. My producer here, Bree, went up
Oh,
and got her for me because she will keep pounding on that wall until you come and get her and pick her up. Now it's because she's wet. She was outside, so she wanted to come in. But what are we going to do about this anonymous calling, Tiff? Like, what are they trying to do in places? What have you heard about this?
well,
Or how do you protect yourself from anonymous phone callings? Like, what are some things that we can do to prevent that?
well, there's nothing you can do to prevent people from calling on you. But what you can do, I know that New York just implemented, don't quote me on New York. I'm pretty sure it was New York. It was either New York or Texas, and you'll have to look it up. One of them said absolutely no more anonymous calls. Nope.
Yeah, Texas did, right?
Was it Texas? I knew it was one
I
of
believe,
them.
yeah.
But here's what you can do. People think, I don't know why, we're in a digital age now. We're not in analog anymore. Subpoena the fucking records, right? If they give you the time, that the call came in, subpoena
Uh,
the records for that time and get the number. Not
uh,
only that, you have a right to know who called on you. Anonymous or not, even if they lie about their name, you have a right to know. And you can always go to, okay, so Virginia Circuit Court. But like I said before, circuit court said, no, you got to go to juvenile. So I went back down to juvenile. And they're like, no, you got to go to circuit court. It's circuit
right,
court. Okay. It's fucking
right,
circuit court. And you can ask for that complaint to be unsealed. Um, you file a petition. You say you want to know who turned on or who called on you, what the complaint was in full. And then you go to court and they're either going to release it or they're going to tell you no. But you have a right to know,
right.
especially if somebody
Uh,
did it out of spite. But
yeah,
then here, this is the part of the bill that I don't like. That if somebody calls and they're a mandated reporter, even if the
mm,
claim is false, they cannot be charged criminally. Bullshit. That goes against the Constitution. You have violated somebody's right to life, liberty, and
right.
pursuit of happiness. That is a
Agreed.
federal crime.
Agreed.
So that little bullshit that's in there, that's
Yeah,
unconstitutional. And if anybody challenged that, they would win.
right. No, I agree 1,000%. 1,000%. Like you can't. There's got to be some limitations that are put in on this system, so that we can't, because this costs people their life. You know what might be a joke, or it might be something that's not a big deal to someone else. You know, to the family that you're reporting on, like you're making a major decision for that family, whether they did anything wrong or not. You are putting some heavy duty implications and some heavy duty um, ramifications, if you will, on a family if they didn't do anything and you just happen to make a call about something, and even if it's proven that it's not true, the stress and all of the fear and all of that stuff that you put this family under is ridiculous. And I feel like if you do this, I don't think it needs to be anonymous, maybe to the public. But I tell you what, if that call is proven to be non-founded
True.
or whatever, yeah, those people should be charged.
Hmm.
Now, I don't know how exactly you prove that there's that system, but I would say that they should be actually charged.
Yeah. Well, you can charge them if they give their right name. But
Okay.
that's the
So,
problem, right?
right,
Because some people will call and give a false name. So if you get the
right,
report, you have nobody. I mean,
right,
who's Jane Doe?
right. Yep. And then
Um,
they could take, yeah, and then some sort of a person could take that report and turn that into something else. Like
yeah.
that's just a whole nother can of just craziness that could happen, all from someone making one false phone call, from their family, or on their family or whatever, because they didn't like the shoes from the wedding or something. So it's a system that definitely needs revamping. I know that people are working on it. Kitty, don't do that. I know that people are working on it, but I don't think that they're working fast enough, because we're seeing an increase. We definitely are seeing an increase in numbers of calls that are going into families. I don't know what the number was last year. Let's take a look here at that. Number of
And I want to
CPS
say
calls.
that the little girl that I helped, and when I call them little girls, these are grown ass women. They're just kids to me because they're my kids' ages, so they're kids. Um, the call on her was false, right? Her attorney took it hook, line, and sinker. Oh, you need to cooperate. You need to do this. You need to do that. All the drug tests came back negative. All
Yeah.
the baby's drug tests came back negative, and she still has to wait because they tricked her into signing a parenting class.
Ugh.
But the good thing is she got a bomb ass lawyer, and he says she will only do one class, and she will either have her son back the next court date or before then.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Good for them.
I even hit him up. I said, I heard you rock that courtroom again today. And he sent me back a little smiley face with the cool ass glasses and a big old cheesy smiley face.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
You got the team. You got the team that's winning, Tiff. You got the team that's in place that's doing it. I'm trying to find these numbers. Anonymous phone calls in CPS last year. I mean, I think the last number that I remember seeing was like 7 million, right? Was the number of people investigated in the past year? Or the number of people that had initiated calls or whatever. You know what I mean? Like that somehow had been a part of the progress. Okay, New York lawmakers are also going to ban anonymous CPS phone calls.
We need to get rid of them.
Okay. On September 1st, a significant legislative change is set to take effect as HB 63 people. Representative Swanson's bill come into force. The bill marks a significant shift in how CPS reports are handled, banning anonymous reporting.
And that needs to go in all 50 states.
Yeah, I agree. Don't even know what the rest of it says, but it seems like it's good so far.
And I did read some of that bill from New York, and it definitely said that it should weed out the frivolous calls.
Yeah.
Because I think that bill says that if you make a frivolous call, you can be charged. But I'm not sure. But yeah, I knew they were getting rid of anonymous calls, and nothing has anonymity anymore. We're digital.
Right. And now, isn't that something else too? Like, look at just 3 or 4 years ago, anonymity. How different that would have changed a lot of people's cases.
Yeah.
You know what? Imminent danger now is taking a left. How many people out here that are listening to our show had their kids taken due to an imminent danger situation? Oh, that's Michael Ryland. He went to court today. I wonder if we should talk to him and see if he wants to come in and tell us how it went.
Yeah. Because I want to know.
All right, let me call him right back here. But how many people's Michael? If that was you, call me back, buddy. That just called me. I know it was you. If you're watching this, call me back. Or if that was a random call, then I'm going to call you back. But how many people's cases would have been different right now had they not had to have an imminent danger situation called out on their case?
Or an exigent circumstance.
Right.
Because that's what they do. They can't get shit on you, so then they claim imminent and exigent circumstances.
Correct. And then now all of a sudden it turns into a 1-year investigation on you.
For nothing.
Yep. They'll find something. You know, that's their job.
Well, of course. They always have to find something. They can't look stupid and they don't want to apologize. God forbid they apologize for being wrong. And God forbid they say it publicly when they talk to your neighbors and your landlord and your friends and your family, and everybody thinks that, oh my God, you're such a terrible person because CPS is involved with you.
Right. Just quiet about this. Don't tell anybody.
Yeah, don't tell anybody. We'll just give you your kids back as long as you don't say anything. Well, that's blackmail. That's bribery. Absolutely not.
All right. He does want to come on the show.
Okay.
All right. Let me send you a link. Yeah. So if you guys don't remember, yesterday. Oh wait, shit! It's the same link. Yeah. So yesterday he went on, and what he was telling us was that he was they had canceled his visits with his kids, and he was going there to get the visits back. Now he didn't himself cancel it. The judge, didn't even cancel it. CPS just stopped making him have the visits. So yesterday was actually a hearing with the judge to adjust, finagle, whatever, do something with his visitations.
He wants more visits. He wants to know why his visits were canceled.
Right. And that's why they canceled his visits to begin with, is because he was wondering what the hell he did to get his visits canceled. Like it's really their situation is really disgusting. You know, like it's just. I mean, we laugh about it because that's because we had to. Uh, yeah, absolutely. Revolution Records, I believe you 1,000%. Um, Henry's in the house. What's up, Henry?
Hey, Henry.
Louis or Susie, which one of you it is tonight? I'm going to go by the size of the messages. I'm going to guess that Susie must be typing tonight. We got Classic CPS Corruptions in the house with us tonight. God, we got a bunch of people in the house with us tonight. Who else we got? I haven't really been. We got Erica's in the house with us. Absolutely. That's awesome. Oh, Queens. What is that? Queens Amen. Yes, you're right. Queens Amen right here. She says, like a whole new staff when I say new in ministry. Yep, absolutely. You're damn right. I like this one from Revolution Records. Giving false information, including their names, needs to be prosecuted. All right, guys, here we go. Mr. Ryland's back here with us. Let's cross our fingers and hope that he had a good day. Because I don't know what this is either. Here we go. Michael.
Hey, brother, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you great, man. So what tell us what happened.
We did half the hearing today. Yes, we were there for 6 hours. We got there at 9, even though it didn't start till 11. We didn't want the judge to call us early, and so we just showed up at 9 o'clock anyways. And the first person to testify was the Omni worker. She got up there and lied. She still doesn't know we have the video of her, and yeah, well,
She
I
watches
feel
the
like,
show.
right, not well. I feel like we have her. They did twist it a little bit and say it's only been the last 2 visits, but the only thing that happened at the visit before was our children came and told us at McDonald's that the foster mom had been talking badly about us, and the foster mom was talking badly about the other foster dad. It had nothing to do with us, but they made it
Right.
seem like because we acknowledged that the kids had said something, that I did something wrong because of that.
Right, because what are you supposed to do, right? If your kids are talking to you, you're just supposed to be like,
right. I called the Omni worker over. I was like, I know we're not supposed to be talking badly about the foster parents. So what happens when they, talk badly about us? And she was like, we can't talk about this right now. And I was like, well, I'll let it go. Well, then my daughter brought up the fact that her foster mom tried to say that me and Crystal, or that my wife had said her hair was ugly. And I think I may have mentioned that. Anyways, after the judge had everyone that was supposed to testify go out of the courtroom and then brought in one at a time. So my pastor was out in the lobby, and my one of the other witnesses that was there for us that had did some of the visits and did Crystal's domestic violence classes. He was there, and both of them said that when she came out after testifying, she went to her partner, one of the other Omni workers, and was like, "This is what I said. This is what you need to say." Yes, exactly. So I have my pastor and Tom that like heard that, and as soon as we got home, we got a call from Tom, and he told us about it. And I just got back from church, and when I was at church, Tom told us about that, which is Crystal's the one who supervised the visits and did Crystal's domestic violence. Well, my pastor after church told us that when the children were asked, because they did bring my 2 children, they told them they couldn't sit with us though. They like when I seen them come in, I was like, when they said, I was like, "Come here, son. What are you doing?" They let us sit together the last time we were in court, and I give him a hug because he sat down with him anyways, and because he was saying, I don't know if I can. I don't think I can, Dad. And so I just went over and gave him a hug. Well, my lawyer come over, and I asked my lawyer, I said, is there any reason why my son can't sit with me? And he was like, no. Does he want to sit with you? So I was like, son, you can sit with us, right? And he's still like, no, I don't think I can. Well, after while the kids was in there testifying, and me and my wife was in the hearing, sitting with our lawyers, uh, the Omni foster dad, the same one that has always lied, that lied about the Christmas presents, the he come and was talking to the Omni workers and told, this is what my pastor just told me, that he told them that he already told Mikey exactly what he could and couldn't say. Like, he heard him, and Tom heard him say that he told Mikey what he could and couldn't say. But I mean, the way the hearing went was, the Omni worker went up first, and then Health Connect, which was Amber, the one I wanted in the meeting. She's done 50% of our visitations. Why wouldn't she have been in the visitation meeting? She would have stood up for us. Well, DCS said they didn't. That since it was the very next day, they didn't have time to get in touch with her. Or no, she did. She couldn't. She was preoccupied or something like that. But then we found out they never even contacted her, because she got up on the stand and told them exactly, the truth, that there's never been anything but positive interaction. And then after her, it was the DCS worker. And when the DCS worker got up there, she kept saying stuff like, I don't know, I'm not really sure. I just got this case 2 months ago. Well, then he asked, so you're asking the court to suspend these visitations, and my she said yes, and she's like, isn't supervised? He was like, isn't supervised visitations as a way for, you're not, you don't trust the parents enough for unsupervised, so they need to be supervised. And if they say something or do something wrong, that's when that's what the supervised visitation is for. And she was like, yeah, I mean, I guess so. You could tell that she just didn't know the case. So he had her right there. And one thing that I didn't get was, he kept telling me not to defend myself. Like, it made me. I don't know if y'all can explain this to me, but it makes no sense to me. If they're lying on me and saying I did this or I did that or I did this, why wouldn't I defend myself? Why wouldn't I say
it wasn't time to hear that? It wasn't time to hear those arguments.
It's not your turn.
Right. It wasn't no time. He didn't want whatever you said there could be used on the record further down the line. So if you weren't paying attention to what you said,
talking about when I go up and testify, because I didn't get to testify today. It was just
just what we're saying is that if you would have went up there and you would have said whatever, that would have been. So he didn't want you to answer. He didn't want you to say anything, because you need to make sure that when you speak, it's proper for the record. It's not your turn to answer yet. Like, you could have gone up there and be like, "Oh, I did it because of this," thinking that you're going to make the right answer, but then you're going to go to your trial and you change your answer. Well, now it invalidates you and makes you weren't ready for, like, your attorney or whatever.
So one good thing that did happen today is the last people that got to speak was Elizabeth and Yankee. And also, I believe I told y'all that 8-year-old girl come the last time, but my kids weren't there. Well, the judge flipped out on the 8-year-old girl's mother and said she ought to be in school, that she has nothing to do with this. If she does know anything about this, it's hearsay. And the mother grabbed the child and walked out. Yes, wow. He flipped out on. Yeah, he did. He flipped out on her.
Really cool, man.
And so that was a good thing, because I have no clue what they wanted that little girl to say, or what they coached that little girl to say. And
right.
All I know is that the judge did not appreciate that, and he didn't appreciate that the GAL was the one who recommended it either.
Wow.
And So the last people that got to speak was Elizabeth and Mikey, and we had to step out. Everyone except for the lawyers had to step out.
Mm,
But our lawyers had told us that they said that they wanted to come home, and they said that they wanted the visits to continue.
sweet. So, and
So the next hearing is February the 11th, or next month. Yeah, February the
but
11th.
but
The
do you get to hear? Do you get to visit with him?
No, it's 2 weeks away.
Jesus Christ!
That's because they have to finish the trial. You're going to get your
Oh,
visits
that's right.
back.
It's half the trial. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You're going to
My
get your
bad.
visits back.
And one
Mm.
thing is, like, she literally committed perjury on the stand, and I tried to like say, like, we got the evidence right here. Be like, I tried to tell my lawyer, tip my lawyer off, like she just lied. Like we have her saying the exact opposite,
Mm.
call it out. But then after the end of the hearing, he was like, "What was you saying?" And I was like, "Man, I can't remember exactly what she said." But it completely contradicted what, like, I
Right.
told him right then and there. I was like, that's why I told you right then and there,
That's okay. He can call her as a rebuttal witness, and he
Mhm.
can even call her as a hostile witness, which means he can lead her into the questions and then
Mm.
counteract her testimony with that recording.
right. Right, because they didn't get to see the videos between us and the kids, and they didn't get to see the video of her saying 2 visits ago that there's never been anything but positive interaction. My lawyer had all of her reports, and he talked to her like he had her talking before the hearing ever started. And like my lawyer sat down and was talking to the Omni worker, and she was just like opening up. Like I seen it in my lawyer's eyes. He looked so concerned and like he believed it. So she was opening up and saying all kinds of stuff, and he ended up just like walking away like I got her. And that's what I was thinking too. I was like, man, he's got her on the hook. Like she just keeps talking, and
Right. It's
so.
great.
The next hearing, I believe it'll be Letitia, the girls' supervisor. Oh,
Mm.
okay. He had her report, and her report since being in on the case is only like that right there. He had her go through every single visit and he asked her if there was any severe concerns, and if there was to let us know, and she had to name every visit that she attended, and whether or not there was a problem, and she could only say the two last visits, which would have been the one where I told my son that we had to hire a lawyer, and then the one where my son told me that the girl's foster mom doesn't like us. And I'm like, what do you mean, son? Well, we thought she liked us. Like,
Right.
what do you mean, son? And he was like, she said that you and mommy had bad attitudes, and that's why we're in state custody. I was like, Katie, come here. And Katie come over, and I'm like, I know we're not supposed to talk negatively about the foster parents. So what happens when the foster parents talks negatively? Well, she was lying all about that. She was making it seem like I was talking about that, and it wasn't me. I was just bringing it to her attention that he had said it. And she made it seem like I did something wrong because of that.
Wow, that's crazy.
Wow.
Absolutely
You're going to
crazy.
get your visits back.
Yeah, you are.
And
Maybe even so.
I pray.
I also think your kids are coming home.
Yep, I believe so
Right.
too.
I asked my lawyer for a permanency hearing, and the judge twisted the words and said permanency plan review. And I'm sitting here looking at my lawyer, telling my lawyer, no, sir, permanency hearing. There's a difference, like a big difference. One is to ratify a
Mhm.
permanency plan or to check the permits, and the other is for the state to either give me my kids back or prove that I'm a substantial risk of
Right.
danger to my children.
Right.
That's a total different hearing. One isn't a hearing. One's just
Yep.
a permanency plan review. It's not a hearing. And I was asking the judge, and this happened in the very beginning. I asked my lawyer speak up, and he finally said yes. He's saying that there's supposed to be a permanency hearing today, and the judge was like, let me look, and he was like, permanency plan review. I'm like, no, that's not the same thing.
Right. Well, it's coming, brother. It's definitely coming. I mean, but this is the thing: is it's such a slow and tedious. Like, anything else and everything, you've got the momentum rolling right now. You had the judge in there on your side, like all systems going. You got your kids testifying the way that not that you needed them to testify, but the way that the best way, I guess, that you could have possibly hoped that they could have said anything in your, like, oh man, it's just awful that
When
you
we
got to sit there and wait.
when we have church on Wednesdays, the ladies go downstairs and they have service together, and the men stay upstairs.
Mhm.
So my wife wasn't there when Pastor Micah told me, what Ansley had
Right.
told the Omni worker about him telling Mikey what he could or and couldn't say. And when I told my wife that, she was like, what couldn't have you have said? What was something, what exactly did he tell him not to say? That's what we're wondering.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because to me, that's tampering with a witness.
Freaking right
Right,
it is. Yeah.
right. Yeah, the
Wow.
judge even mentioned that in the very beginning, not to talk to That's why he had all the witnesses go out. But then, as soon as the Katie from Omni come out, she went and told Letitia, the other witness, exactly what she said and what to say. She, like, literally, Tom and Pastor Micah both told us at different times that. Uh, the same thing, that she come out and coached her on exactly what to say and what she said and the questions that were
Mm.
asked to her.
Wow. Man, they just stop at no ends, do they? There's nothing, there's no shame in their game. There's no nothing, it's just whatever it takes for them to, yeah. At the end of the day, that's it. You're right, Tiff. I find myself day in and day out, because we do the show day in and day out, sitting there racking my head, searching the computer, doing work over here, doing this and that, doing this, and like all this time and energy inserted into all of this stuff. And it's all just so simple. Just stop messing with our kids, stay out of our lives, and let us be parents to our children. It's very simple, you know? It's not, it can't be any simpler than that. But yet they want to. I was discussing with someone tonight about the whole, they're working on a couple of things that they want to submit in front of legislation. And they're like, well, you only use your thing for the beginning, or, for one thing or the other. And then I added these things. And I'm like, look, if it's anything short of just taking down this system, then it's no good. Like, you can't keep, there's no band-aid for this. I mean, look at what they're doing to you. What, because someone decided one day, oh, we should split these things up because it might be too much for the kid. No, those kids should have come home today, finish the damn trial. Like, this is just asinine. So if anybody's doing anything that's not just flat out supporting abolishment of CPS, then you need to go back to the drawing boards, because this is ridiculous. How long you been without your kids now?
We haven't, before today, we hadn't seen him in 2 months. And that was, like I said, for telling my son that the only reason, or that we'd get him the other 6 presents the very next visit, that we had to hire a lawyer and pay a $350 constellation fee. That's what I said. That's what I did wrong. That's the
Right,
severity of what I did. And now
right.
they're, oh yeah, one of the things that we found out today is when the GAL made during the meeting, she said that we needed to have another psyche value with a risk assessment. They approved it, like, without the judge or anything. Like, DCS had it approved. I don't understand how that is right when we haven't even had the hearing yet. And DCS
Mhm.
workers saying that it's already been approved. Who approved it?
Yep.
Who exactly approved?
Right.
And who is the GAL to recommend that we get another? To recommend that we take up couples therapy? To recommend that we we
Yeah.
have to have another psych eval. We already had a psych eval, but they said we didn't have a risk assessment with that psych eval.
It doesn't matter. What did your lawyer say?
He was like, if they say to do it, just do it.
No.
That's
You
what I
need to tell
thought.
your
That's what I thought
lawyer.
too.
You need to tell your lawyer that it's not a court order, and until the judge says you have to do it, you're not doing it because
Right.
you already did all that.
Right, exactly. And they
I
even
would tell
said
my
that in
lawyer.
court.
Yep. And what they're trying to do for you, really, in all honesty, Michael, they're trying to fish for the ways to get you out of their lives. Like they want you to be late to these visits. They want you to not show up. They want you to get some sort of hiccups in the classes. I mean, that's the only thing I can say to all of these people that are getting sunk in these cases is pay attention to what the reality is of this, folks. This is them trying to get you caught up so that they can easily terminate your rights as parents. They're not trying to make you a better parent or make you better at this or that. They're trying to get you into a hiccup. So now the next time you go to court, they'll be like, oh, yeah, these parents were so irresponsible. They were late to these 4 classes. He showed up and he had a sandwich, like whatever they're going to say.
Another thing, Katie,
But you're just giving them that opportunity.
another thing Katie lied about was when she brought up the fact that I was standing up for my children's religion, for right to practice religion. She said that I was standing up and saying that they wasn't practicing the going to the same denomination that I go to. I mean, legally they're supposed to. Like, if they want to be a Baptist, if I'm a Baptist and my children are Baptist, they have the right to go to a Baptist church. But they're not going to church at all. She twisted it there.
Wow, that's just insane. And that's messing with your freedom of religion, These caseworkers, this is just.
But in all honesty,
But I
if
think,
they
you know
was
what?
going to, I don't care if any kind of church, if they were going to church learning about the word, if it was non-denominational, I would be happy with that. Like I would
Right,
not continue on with, I wouldn't have showed up an hour early that day to talk to the supervisor of Omni. Like,
right,
just
yeah,
just let them, be around other kids and learn about God. Let them go to Sunday school. Period.
right, right. Yep. For the first
Well,
time,
make
yeah.
sure you
Yep.
contact your lawyer tomorrow.
I will. I don't know. I don't know about him no
Right,
more. I really don't. By the way, like I told him as soon as she lied, as soon as she perjured herself, I said, play the video right now. To tell her that we have proof that she's lying. Tell the judge that we have proof that what she just said was a lie. And he just like ignored me and continued asking questions.
man.
Well, like I said, he can call her as a rebuttal witness. It's okay. Ask him that. Are you going to call her back to the stand?
Right.
Just ask him. We're
Not
seeing
only
you say
that, dude.
no.
Should I have my pastor and I really feel bad for Tom because we didn't get to deliver his subpoena until yesterday. The lawyer didn't have his subpoena ready, so he didn't know he was being subpoenaed to court today until yesterday, and he still showed up. And he don't work for Health Connect no more. He has his own business, so he just wanted to be there for us. Period. Like he
Right.
was not showing up. And so I feel bad for him having to come back and forth. But at least my pastor, he was out there. He heard what they were saying, and that's witness tampering. What's
Right.
I would tell my lawyer.
Yep.
I mean, he got you this far, but find out if they're going to call her as a rebuttal witness because you need to tell him she needs to be put back on the stand so that you can ruin her credibility and possibly hit her with perjury.
right?
But yeah, I would have the same people come back.
So yeah. So Michelle says, is there something that you can file so you don't have to take a mental assessment because they are not licensed to give that kind of recommendation?
Oh, she sure isn't.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really you can file on you. You can argue that point, nothing really to file to go against that.
It's
That's what,
practicing
that's what I was
medicine.
wondering because she's just a GAL, and at first the DCS work, like when the judge asked the DCS worker about it, the DCS like everything she was saying was, "Oh, I just got this case. It was 2 weeks ago. I'm not really sure. I'm not." But when the judge asked her, she was like, "It's been approved. They just haven't. It's not been sent out yet."
Right.
So
Okay.
it didn't make no sense to me. I'm not sure if she just said that because she would like a spur of the moment thing. She was questioning, so she had to say something. But
Right.
yeah, she said that it's already been approved. Who approved it? That's my biggest question: is who approved it?
Yeah, well, it's not a court
Mm,
order.
Right, exactly.
right.
That's I thought the judge would have to approve. We when we did the permanency plan, the judge approved all of the steps that we had to
Right.
take and that we've completed. Now that we've completed it, just because the GAL thinks that we should get this done, well, that's not legal binding. How can it be
Right.
approved already?
If they call it, the lawyers that fight CPS actually call it moving the goalpost.
Moving the
Right,
goalposts.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Because once you've completed the goals, then they want to add more. So they
right.
just keep moving the goal, right? The goalpost
Moving the
down the field.
goalposts.
That's what they're doing.
Right. And that's to try to trip you up, right, Tiff? Like
Yeah.
that's try to get you just like an ongoing investigation, right? Like they
And
just
remember, the people that are doing your evaluations, they work for CPS. So your outcome is
right.
going to be bad anyway, no matter what.
Well, I mean, I've already passed one. I passed a psych eval, and my wife passed her psych eval. But they added a risk assessment to the psych eval. I don't know what that is,
Well,
but
that
they
means
did
that
add that.
if they
They said we
that means
haven't
you
had
didn't
one
pass the
with a
psych
risk
eval.
assessment.
That means that you didn't pass the psych eval. That means that you have some level of something that they found, and they're going to see what type of a risk you are to the situation.
No, I mean they had no recommendations for me. When I did the psych eval, they had no recommendations. When Crystal did the psych eval, they recommended 20 hours of IOP, which is like for alcohol abuse classes. But for mine, I passed it. They didn't have any recommendations. The psychologist that did mine did not have any recommendations whatsoever.
Wow.
That's weird. I mean,
Well, they're
because usually,
fishing. They're
yeah,
fishing.
they're
That's
trying to
my
do
point.
something. Hey, Jennifer Brabson wants to know did you get some paperwork letters from the congregation that she had asked?
No, I had my pastor there, but I didn't go. It's a small congregation of mostly older people. Like that's how I like to keep it. Like everybody knows everybody by name. There's literally like 20 people that go there. There was maybe 7 people tonight,
Oh,
and
okay. Uh,
like I didn't ask my pastor either. I would have never asked my pastor to come. He was dropping me off from church one night, and he was like, is there any way I can be a character witness for you? I'd like to be able to get up on the stand and testify to the kind of person you are. And I was like, I don't know. I appreciate that, but I'm not trying to use God as a way out. And he was like, it's not like that, you know. All I'm gonna do is get up there and speak the truth. And so I talked to my attorney about it, and um, today he said there wasn't really a need, that this was a visitation hearing, so it had nothing to do with the judge really wouldn't see it as a. But I mean, here the Omni is trying to portray me as a violent person, and
right.
why would he not want my pastor to get up there and speak the truth about who I am
Because they
and what
want
kind
your
of person
kids.
I am?
Well, you got a couple more hearings coming up. Make sure your pastor's there.
He will be.
Yeah.
He he's a wonderful man.
I like this one too here. I forget who I just saw saying it because I'm just back up in the things here. But someone had made a mention and said that, like your lawyer's kind of wrong about something that we were speaking about. He says, have them call into the show and speak with us too. Maybe we need to talk to your lawyer on the show and maybe give your lawyer a little
Education.
Tiff and the Punisher education.
Mhm.
Let's see if they can get him on here with us. Or, we can do that or whatever. But
Yeah,
seems like
whatever
a lot of
works.
people are thinking that. I mean, you got comment after comment popping up in here, man. It's
I'm gonna
crazy.
rewatch it. I did yesterday. I rewatched it and read all of the comments on there.
Yeah. You got bunches of them. But man, Michael, keep fighting, man. Keep the fight up.
Well, I think the next one will be we'll be showing all the videos of positive interaction with the kids. We'll be showing where she literally says, her exact words was there's nothing but never been anything but positive interaction with the kids. She said that just completely the exact opposite of what she said today. So the judge is going to get to hear that video. It's like a 20-minute video of her talking so goodly about, really good about us from 2 visits ago, so.
Right. That's great, man. What is your court date? You said the next date?
February the 11th.
February the 11th.
And when I brought up the fact that my children, I brought this up to mine and my wife's lawyer after the hearing was up. I said that my children have a right to attorney ad litem, and they acted like that was no, they weren't going to do that. Like, why? Because they don't want to offend the only GAL in the area. I mean, why would they not? Like, seriously, why would they not? Why would they not think that's like if she's advocating for adoption, trying to stop our visitation, and he's clearly just heard the kids say they wanted to come home and they wanted visitation? How is that not a conflict of interest? That they're 14 and 13 years old, they have a right to their own attorney. If their wishes or their best interest does not go along with what my kids want, that someone's got to advocate for what the kids want.
Right.
And they acted like that was just a bad thing. Like, no, I don't think that's the best choice,
I think the more and more that we talk about these things and the more and more of these things that we're discovering, I think that we're finding out that the GAL has a lot more power than what we've all originally thought.
Oh no! I already know. A GAL
Well, I'm sure
will
you
tell
do,
you.
too.
A GAL will tell you. The judge hears what I have to say, but they don't really take it into consideration. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
That one report, that's all they're waiting on is that
That's
GAL's
right.
report. That's
Exactly.
it. Validate their
and she had never talked to the kids. She talked to them one time at court.
Isn't that funny? The one that's supposed to be representing them is supposed to be, you know what I mean? Yeah.
And she talked to us too that same day, but the only thing she come up and she was like slamming her hand down on her hand and like said there was that getting your kids back was like a process. It's like getting a new car. And I'm like, love, do you have your phone on you? Record. And she heard me and she turned around and walked off. Said she talked to our attorneys.
She's not even supposed to be talking to you.
Y'all have to look up Stacey O'Neal. She's the same one. One of the kids in her care passed away. His name was Caden Cantrell. He and this the same lady that had the DUI. My kids got taken because my wife got a DUI. This lady got a DUI 2 weeks. Well, actually, it's been about a month ago now. And on live stream, she did a news interview because they were wondering why she didn't. Caden Cantrell's uncle was a felon, a 3-time felon, but he had like 34 misdemeanors, and they were asking her why exactly she allowed it, and she said she didn't. Neither her or the judge knew anything about it, that this was a 2-week pass too. This wasn't just like a weekend visit. And like in the interview on the like and what they told the public is they told the public that it was a 2-day or a 2-day visit, and that she didn't or the judge didn't authorize that. And this was the day after I felt like I come home from court with her denying us unsupervised visitation. When I come home from court, I seen her on a not a live stream, but I seen her on the news, and she was just like placing all the blame on DCS, saying that she had no clue this even happened. And I'm like, I got on there and I said, this is untrue. The GAL and the judge have to sign off on unsupervised visitation, period. I just went through this with you today. And she got on there and she like called me out. She called my wife out. She was really disrespectful to like behind her. You could see like 20 bottles of alcohol on her kitchen counter. Yes, and she's done 2 interviews too. The second interview she did, she switched out all the bottles of alcohol for spices and a Tennessee Voss thing. Yes, because everybody in it was talking about how flushed her face was, like red from like blood pressure from alcohol consumption. And then 2 weeks later she got that DUI. So it was
she shouldn't even be on your case.
right, exactly. But she's the only GAL in Hardin or Wayne County. She does Hardin and Wayne County.
They need to find some more.
I bet she gets a ton of Christmas presents.
Yeah, I'm sure she does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, Michael. Stay with us, guys, because this thing's gonna get good. I think in a couple weeks we might have something good news. Another good news. I think so. So thanks, Michael, for coming on and sharing that with us tonight, man. Appreciate it very much.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, Tiff.
You're welcome, honey.
All right, guys. We will catch you guys tomorrow night. Same time, same place, except for with Angry Citizen will be with us. I believe. He's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right, Tiff? What'd you think of that new song?
I like that song. You just
All right,
need to
let's
make
play it
me a
again.
whole download.
Yeah, I know. I got to get the actual the station up so we have that going. So look for that coming too, guys. All right. We're out of here. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for showing up.
See you later, Darren.
See you later, Tiffany. President, Madam President. Have a good night, Madam President.
Gather close, little one, by the crackling fire in this old cabin where your great-grandpappy carved his dreams into the wood. I'm Grandpa Jeb and this here's Grandma Ellie. Our voices worn like the trails we walked in younger days. We've seen America in her prime, child, and now. Well, sit tight while we tell you how the land of the free done gone to shit. Bit by bit, we'll whisper then and now, so you understand the fight ahead. Back then, oh, back in the 50s and 60s, America was a beacon, shiny as a new penny, family stuck together like glue. Moms in aprons baking pies from orchard apples. Dads coming home from honest work in factories that like beehives, kids playing stickball in streets, safe as a mother's hug. We had freedom ringing true, no government snooping in your parlor, no suit stealing your young uns over a tall tale. Communities raised their own. If a neighbor stumbled, we lifted them up, not tore them down. Then the American dream was alive, porch swings creaking under starlit sky, laughter echoing across fields where liberty grew wild. But now, Lord help us, now it's a different tale. America's gone sour, child, twisted by shadows in high places. The government's grown too big for its britches, Reports cooked up like bad stew, lies spreading faster than wildfire. And now midnight raids shatter the peace, parents begging on courthouse steps, hearts breaking as bureaucrats play God. The land that promised opportunity, it's bogged down in corruption, where the powerful prey on the everyday folks, stealing innocence and crushing spirits. We've watched it happen, Ellie and me, good people losing everything to a system gone rotten. Melody swells emotionally. America the beautiful traces turn somber, blending with mournful. This land is your land notes, evoking lost freedoms, as Grandma Ellie's voice chimes in softly. That's right, Jeb, back then we trusted our neighbors, not faceless agencies. Then a child's cry meant comfort, not custody battles. But now, oh now it's a war on the family hearth. We've cried rivers seeing grandkids like you at risk, but hope ain't lost yet. Child, listen close, this ain't just old folks rambling. America's slide ain't inevitable, we can fight back. That's where the Punisher comes in, a tool forged in the fires of resistance. Right at the seams, Punisher come. Back then we'd grab a pitchfork, now we arm with smarts, scanning those crooked reports, spotting lies like hawks on the hunt, turning despair to victory. Now parents rise up, reclaim their kin, rebuild what was stolen. We've seen too much pain, but with this app, families mend, justice prevails. So remember, little one, America's glory ain't gone forever. Then was golden, now is grim, but tomorrow that's yours to shape. Download the Punisher, stand tall, and make the old dream new again. We love you, and we're counting on you.
We know it's all about the money, we know they lie, we know this is corruption. Does CPS know what they are doing to the children?